Hello everyone. Before we begin, I want you to clear your mind for a moment. No indicators. No profits. No losses. Just focus on understanding. Because what you're about to learn is not just a trading rule. It is a way of thinking. A way of filtering noise. And a way of protecting yourself from unnecessary losses. Let me start with something very important. Most traders believe, if I find the right strategy, one will make money. But in reality, even the best strategy in the world will fail if you take every single signal. Think about it like this. Imagine a doctor who prescribes the same medicine to every patient without checking symptoms. Would that work? Of course not. Trading is the same. A signal is just a suggestion. Not a command. Not an order. Just a possibility. Your job is to decide whether that possibility is worth the risk. And that is exactly what this framework does. It slows you down. It forces you to think. It helps you act. Only when everything is aligned. Now let's go step by step. Slowly. Clearly. And with real understanding. Step 1. Reading the story of the market structure. Every chart is telling a story. Your job is to read it. Look at price movement carefully. Is price climbing step by step? Making higher highs and higher lows? That means buyers are in control. That is an uptrend. Is price falling consistently? Making lower highs and lower lows? That means sellers are in control. That is a downtrend. Or is price moving sideways? Bouncing between two levels? Failing to break out? That is a range. Now here's where most traders go wrong. They ignore this completely. They trade signals without understanding the environment. Let me give you a real example. If the market is in a strong uptrend, and you take a sell signal, you are basically trying to stand in front of a moving train. Sometimes you might win, but most of the time you won't. So the rule becomes simple. In an uptrend, you think like a buyer. In a downtrend, you think like a seller. In a range, you think like a smart opportunist. Already you've improved your decision making without placing a single trade. Step 2. Location, the hidden secret of profitable trading. Now we come to something that separates beginners from professionals. Location. Let me say this clearly. You can have the best signal in the world, but if your location is wrong, the trade is weak. We divide the market into 3 zones. Lower zone, middle zone, upper zone. Now imagine this. You walk into a store. One product is at full price. The same product is available at a discount. Which one do you buy? Obviously the discounted one. In trading, the lower zone is your discount area. That's where you look for buy trades. The upper zone. That's where price is expensive. That's where you look for sell trades. And the middle? That's where most traders lose money. Because there is no edge. No clarity. No advantage. Let's take a scenario. Price is exactly in the middle of the channel. Your strategy gives a buy signal. What do? You skip. Even if it feels uncomfortable. Even if you think, what if this goes up without me? Because missing a trade is always better than taking a bad trade. Step 2.5, Supply and demand, understanding where real money acts. Now we go deeper. This is where your trading becomes more advanced. Supply and demand zones are not just lines on a chart. They represent areas where strong decisions were made. A demand zone is where buyers entered aggressively. Price didn't just move up. It exploded upward. A supply zone is where sellers took control. Price dropped with strength. These zones are like footprints. They show you where big players were active. Now let's combine this with location. Imagine this situation. Price is coming down, slowly, calmly, and reaches the lower channel boundary. At the same time, you see a demand zone. Now suddenly, you get a buy signal. This is not just a signal anymore. This is confluence. Multiple factors aligning together. Structure supports it. Location supports it. Demand zone supports it. This is the kind of trade you want to take. Now let's flip the scenario. You get a buy signal, but right above price, there is a strong supply zone. What does that mean? Even if price moves up, it is likely to get rejected. So instead of forcing a trade, you step back, and you say, this is not clean. I'll wait. That patience is what separates consistent traders from emotional traders. Step 3, alignment. Flow with the market, not against it. Trading becomes easier when you stop fighting the market. When structure, location, and zones align, trading feels smooth. When they don't, trading feels stressful, confusing, forced. And that feeling itself is a signal. If something feels forced, it usually is. Step 4, confirmation. Let the market show its hand. Now comes one of the most powerful habits: waiting. Most traders are in a hurry. They see a signal, and they jump in. But professionals wait. They observe. They let the market prove itself. For a buy trade, you want to see strength. A strong bullish candle. A rejection from demand. A higher low forming. For a sell trade, you want to see weakness. A bearish candle. A rejection from supply. A lower high. Let's take a real example. Price reaches a demand zone. You get a buy signal. But price just moves sideways. No strong candle. No reaction. What does that tell you? Buyers are not ready. So you wait. Or you skip. This single habit can save you from countless bad trades. Step 5, higher time frame. The bigger picture. Now zoom out. Sometimes, what looks like a perfect buy on a lower time frame is actually just a pullback in a larger downtrend. So always take a quick look. If higher time frame supports you, confidence increases. If it strongly opposes you, you reduce risk or skip. Step 6, the power of doing nothing. This is where real discipline is tested. There will be moments where nothing is clear. No clean structure. No strong zones. No confirmation. And your mind will say, take a trade, don't miss out. But your system says, wait. And you listen to your system. Because doing nothing is also a position. Step 7, risk. Define it before you enter. Every trade must be planned before entry. Where is your stop loss? Where is your target? Is the reward worth the risk? If you are buying, your stop goes below demand. If you are selling, your stop goes above supply. If the trade doesn't offer enough reward, you walk away. Because not every setup is worth your capital. Step 8, control your behavior. Even a perfect system can fail if you overtrade. So you create rules. Maximum 2 or 3 trades per session. After 1 loss, slow down. After 2 losses, stop. Because trading is not just technical. It is psychological. Final decision moment. Before every trade, pause and ask yourself, is the structure clear? Am I in the right location? Is supply or demand supporting me? Do I see real confirmation? Is higher time frame aligned? Is this clean, simple, obvious? If the answer is yes, you take the trade. If there is doubt, you walk away. Final insight. Trading is not about catching every move. It is about selecting the right moves. Fewer trades. Better quality. Clear thinking. That is how professionals operate. Take your time. Trust your process. And let the market come to you. Thank you. And trade with discipline.